Hello YouTube, CTA541 here, and I'm going to do a special Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile of my Elemental Hero deck. It's gotten me pretty far in my locals, and I just wanted to show it to you because it's a pretty good deck. I just thought I should show it to you in case you want to build your own Elemental Hero deck. Now this is one called Bubble Beat, so it mainly revolves around getting a lot of Bubbleman out and then exceeding or fusing it together with more monsters. So first we'll get to the monsters. First we have an Elemental Hero Stratos. I mean, he's one of the best cards for this. You summon it, you get one hero from your deck to your hand. Very good. Next we're going to have 3 Elemental Hero Bubbleman. What he does, if you have no cards in your hand, you can special summon him from your hand if he's the only card. So he's very good. Next you have Woodsman, just one of him. Every standby phase you can get 1 Polymerization from your deck to your hand, or from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And then we have 1 Ocean. Every standby phase you can add 1 hero, Destiny hero, or Evil hero from your side of the field or in your graveyard to your hand. So it's a way to get your Stratos back into your hand from your graveyard, or if it's on the field and you just want to summon him again to get another card into your hand. Next we have Elemental Hero Heat and Elemental Hero Lady Heat. They're good to just beat down people. The Boy Heat, which is right here, gains 200 attack for each hero you control, and he counts, so he's automatically at 1800 attack, and then he just keeps gaining as you summon more. Next we have Lady Heat, and she inflicts 200 damage for each hero that you control at every end phase. So it's good if you're trying to stall or just beat at your opponent. Next we have 1 WroughtWeiler. This works as a fusion recovery. Every time he's destroyed as a result of battle, you get to add 1 Polymerization and 1 Elemental Hero back to your hand. It doesn't even have to be used as in a fusion summon, so he's good. Next we have 1 King of the Swamp. I recommend running 2 of these. What he does is you can send him to the grave to get 1 poly, or he can be used as any fusion material monster you need. Next we have 1 Morphing Jar, because most of the time you'll have all your cards set because you want to special summon your Bubbleman. And when he flips up, it's just a chance to get 5 more cards into your hand. Good way to draw them. Then we have last monster. We have a Spirit Reaper, and you all know what he does. You set him down, and they attack it, and he just can't be destroyed by battle. So he's a good way to stall until you get the good cards. So that's the monsters. Next we're going to go on to the traps. First we have 1 Elemental Recharge. For every Elemental Hero you control, you gain 1,000 life points. It's a good way to just boost your life points once you get a bunch of guys on the field. Next we have 1 Mirror Gate. When one of your heroes are attacked, you can activate this, and it switches control of the monsters and continues the attack. So they would take the damage, and you get their monster until the end phase. So that's good. Next we have 2 Compulsory Evacuation Devices. That's a good way to bounce your opponent's monster back, or to get your Stratos back to your hand. Oops. Next we have 1 Mirror Force, 1 Draining Shield, 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow, 1 Torrential, 2 Bottomless, 2 Magic Cylinder, and that's it for the traps. Lastly we have the spells. First I'm going to go over the fusion spells. We have 1 Parallel World Fusion. You just fuse your banished monsters together and return them to the deck. 2 Miracle Fusion, which are the cards that you fuse from your you fuse the monsters in your graveyard and on the field, and you banish them instead. So that's when you activate Parallel World Fusion to fuse the monsters you just Miracle Fusion together for a second monster. Next we have 2 Masks Changes. That's good just to change one of your monsters. I mean, what you do is you target 1 hero monster you control, and you send it to the graveyard and special summon one masked hero that has the same element as the monster you sent to the grave. Next, we have 3 polymerizations. That's always self-explanatory. 1 fusion recovery. It's basically WroughtWeiler, except they need to have been used in a fusion summon. 1 reinforcement of the army. 2 emergency calls. 1 hero lives. Those are our searching cards. 1 Skyscraper, 2 Hero City. What this does is you bring back to life 1 hero in your graveyard that was destroyed by battle once per turn. Where you're returning alive, Monster Reborn, and then for the 2 cards that will destroy your opponent's spell traps, Heavy Storm and Righteous Justice. So that's the main deck. Next we have the extra deck. So like I was saying before, the masked heroes, you activate Mask Change for Elemental Hero Goka, or Masked Hero Goka, you need to activate your Mask Change on a Fire type Elemental Hero. And he'll gain 100 attack for each monster in your graveyard, so he's good to just beat. I don't get him that much, but he's good just in case. Next we have Vapor. He cannot be destroyed by card effects. You need a water type. Another water type one, Acid, when he's fusion summoned, he destroys all your opponent's spell traps. And then we have Master Hero Diane, and when he destroys a monster, you get to special summon 1 level 4 lower monster from your deck, hero monster. And he has 2800 attack, so you can basically, if you get him out on the first turn, it's very good. Vision Hero Trinity, 3 hero monsters, can attack 3 times. His attack is doubled to 5000 when he is fusion summoned. Gaia halves the attack and gains the attack of 1 monster on the field. The Shining gains attack for each banished monster, and when he's destroyed you get to get 2 of your banished monsters back to your hand. Elemental Hero Great Tornado, have the attack and defense of all face-up monsters your opponent controls, which is good. He's also a 28 beater. Escaradio gains 100 attack for each elemental hero in your graveyard, just like Goka, except Escaradio starts off with more attack. Then you need 2 absolute zeros. This is like the best card, the best fusion in the deck. Water type and hero monster. When he's destroyed, all your opponent's monsters are destroyed, or when he just leaves the field. So you can compulse him, destroy all your monsters, all opponent's monsters, or you can activate Mask Change on Absolute Zero to take him off the field, wipe out all your opponent's monsters. Then you get Acid, and when he comes on, he destroys all your opponent's spell traps. So that's just a good combo. Next, you're going to want 2 Heroic Champion Excaliburs. You really only need 1 of these, but I like to run 2 just in case, you know, I have nothing else to do and I have 4 level 4 monsters. I can get them both on the field, detach all their materials, and it's just a good way to attack. Also, if you detach both the materials off of him, if they're 2 hero monsters, which all heroes are warriors except for the Heat and Lady Heat, you can then use Miracle Fusion to fuse those 2 monsters from your graveyard and get them onto the field. And then lastly, we have a Blade Armor Ninja. Detach 1, it can attack twice. Very good. If you detach your Stratos from it, then you can activate Monster Reborn, get another Stratos, and you can just keep going. It's a good way to chain stuff. Stratos is, again, your best card in the deck, really. That's why he's only limited to 1. And thanks for watching this video on this deck. I hope you liked it, and this is a very good build if you want to have it's kind of a budget deck. I mean, a lot of these cards cost a lot more money. Like, once you add them all up, they cost more money than I would recommend spending on it. But I mean, if you have the money and you really like this deck, or you already have a lot of cards from it, I recommend running it. It's very fun, very easy deck to run. and it's also very good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment and subscribe. Like this video if you're going to use cards from it or something like that. Just thanks for watching. See you later.